everybody. Laura back again. Uh, I see Chris is here. I wasn't sure if you'd stayed or not. Thank you for coming, Chris. Thank you for coming, Kim. That's awesome that you're making turkey broth soup. I used to make chicken noodle soup actually, because we only cooked the turkeys that were in the little pans. There was just the four of us, so um, and sometimes we would do a breast once the kids got older. Anyway, um, that's a good question, Chris. We'll see if Kim comes back and answers it or not. So I was going to show you my unicorn mask, but I didn't think to have my husband get it out of the closet because I can't get that high anymore, and I can't lean over the washing machine and reach up that high. So, and I'm tall, so I can't climb on stuff anymore. I don't want to get hurt again. Sorry, I needed a drink. No. Those are supposed to be next to it, not behind it. Actually, it's supposed to be in front of it. Well, that's not going to work very well. But anyway, it is Friday night, late night live with Laura and guests. Oh, I forgot to do my banner. There we go. Please email me at laurasyarntalk@gmail.com if you want to come up on the panel, if you want to show us what you're working on, if you want to talk to the group, whatever. It's hard for me to get through 2 hours by myself, but I've been doing it. Oh, looks like I got a bark on my nose, but I can't tell. And I think I have a spot on my lens too. Anyway, excuse me. Hi, Kivia. Thank you for coming. I am working on my Adalia. The green rectangle moss stitch blanket is in timeout. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but my ideas and plans changed. And did you make sweater thingy? Sweater thingy. Sweater thingy. Do you mean the cowl? I finished a knitted cowl for my daughter. Gave it to her. I just had the ends to weave in. Is that what you mean? Oh, are you talking about my cocoon cardigan? Because I'm still working on that big square for that too. But I decided to pick up the Adalia shawl and get back to work on it. Can't see the pretty colors in there though, can we? Darn it. The pink's not showing up. Oh, there's the pink. Oh, that was interesting. Huh. Oh, this one. Oh, no, I didn't make this. I got it at Target. Nope, I didn't make this one. Hi, Colleen. Thank you for coming. Oh, anyway, I forgot to have my husband get down my unicorn mask so I could show it to you. But I brought somebody from the bedroom. This is the unicat. This is a unicat. It's got a rainbow on its tummy, and it is a pink and white. I guess that's a kind of leopard print, or a cat print anyway. It's got the horn and the tufts of hair and the pretty whiskers. And they actually call this one a sweet kitty. I haven't found the tie-dye unicorn. That would be the other one I would want, but I liked this one. Hi, Cindy from Lulu's Treasure Trove. I just wanted to bring a friend that's going to be up on the headboard. I haven't quite gotten things done the way I wanted to with that. It's been what, over 2 weeks now. Word on the street is that Furls have a new streamlined resin hook out now. Very nice. I am a boy hook person myself. I like the rounded hook. I don't like the inline hooks. And I think that's what most of those are, is cut as an inline hook. So it's a good thing since I have no money to buy them anyway, right? Well, I wanted to bring a friend over from the bedroom to show you. Oh, that's not helping. Okay, so let's put him over there. Her. Remember, if you want to come up and show what you're doing, thank you for answering Chris's question, Kim. I appreciate that. Because I was going to say yes, you could do it that way too, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to unless you didn't say anything. If you want to come up and be on the panel, email me at Laura's Yarn Talk, all one word, at gmail.com, and let me know in the chat so that I can go over and look. I do like to look occasionally, but sometimes I forget. So I just now remembered I was going to put us out on my community tab. So give me a second while I do that. Oh, we're going to have to refresh that. There we go. That's the one I want. Okay. There it is. Back over to this one. Gonna do a video. Put that in there. Go like that. Click on that. Okay. Whoop, better put the space between that and that. Go. There's that. Okay. Had to get the phone, huh? Okay. So I'm working on my Adelia, trying to get a little closer to done with it so I can actually finish it and wear it now that it's getting colder and I really won't need it because I'll be wearing heavier things like my sweater. The way it goes, the way it goes. Maybe I'll have it done by spring, right? Lost my start of my stitch. There we go. Double crochet, Laura. It's just kind of hard to see. It's so small. Okay, how was everyone's Thanksgiving. I had 16 here. I was wiped. Had way too much wine. It was a good day. Yeah, it sounds like a good day, Kim. The girlies are sick in here. One of these Fridays, I won't have them and I can come up. Okay. And I have my grandson here, Colleen, every weekend. He's not feeling well. Oh, man. Well, my daughter and her boyfriend showed up. We spent not quite 5 hours together, about 4.5 hours together or so. And my husband did a wonderful job following the housemaid's directions on how to cook everything and when to cook it. Yeah, warm, cold, warm, cold. That's true. Um, and he forgot to make the gravy. Yes, she liked what I made her. She put it on, pulled it up so that it went over her head. Because I told her, I said, it's long enough that it should be able to go up onto your head if you forget a hat. So she pulled it up and then I had to fix the back, pull the back down for her because it was up too high. But it worked. Yep. She tried it on for me and she thanked me for it. And she seemed to be happy about what she got. Oopsie. And her boyfriend was very happy with what he got. So that was good. And yeah, gravy would have been important. Yep. And we had well, not the full complemental meal that I've had that I've put on in the past, but lots of extra leftovers because turkey was a real turkey this year, not just in a loaf pan, not just a turkey roast, I think they call them nowadays. Phone battery. See y'all when I can. All right. Bye-bye. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I didn't talk very much because I wanted to listen. And sorry. I even took a nap this afternoon. I think it was the shower. The shower made me sleepy. And then my feet are cold, which doesn't help me stay awake either because my body wants me to go to sleep so it can warm up my feet. I got a $25 gift card to Michael's from my daughter and her boyfriend. So that was nice. And when she had knit me a hat and had washed it at her boyfriend's family's house where they were staying and left it in the dryer. I think ours was about 23 pounds as well. I understand that. Although I didn't, I got up about 11ish, went down and made my breakfast and then had dinner at 1:30. So I didn't eat very much Thanksgiving meal because of that. And then I had to have some protein later because I shouldn't have had as much pumpkin pie as I had. I didn't cut it for myself though, so and I shouldn't have kept eating it, but it was kind of hard not to. It was just sitting right there and everybody else was eating their pie. Yeah, it was about a 23-pound turkey we had, and it was very moist too. I can't say for the mashed potatoes because I didn't eat any mashed potatoes. And I had to put salt on the turkey, of course, because there was no gravy. And that's okay. I ate a lot of cauliflower and broccoli. Uh, and I had 3 little helpings of my husband's dressing. He makes very yummy dressing. He puts the spices in the bread machine. And then adds a little bit. I know he did the onions. I think he didn't do the celery. I think he just did the onion in the butter before he dumped that in. And I think he put a little bit of extra spices in too, just to make sure that it had the right taste. Oh, so good. Although it was made with wheat flour, whole wheat flour instead of my spelt flour, which my body doesn't have as much trouble with. And I don't just mean the diabetes. I don't do well with wheat anymore. Well, I haven't for a long time. I do better now than I did 20 years ago though. But I still try to stay away from it when I can. So, yeah. Then I had a sausage later because I was hungry and I needed protein because I think I already said that though. So, so other than kind of being exhausted yesterday, I apologize, took nighttime meds and they are hitting hard. We'll be watching, commenting slowly when able. It's okay, Chris. We understand. Thank you for being here. Lurking and working and lurking and sleeping are still appreciated. um, I don't know what I was going to say. I think the cat left me, but she's in heat, so she might not be coming in at all. Yeah, they are big birds. That's right. Well, our grocery store had this deal where if you bought ham, you got a turkey for free. I found out why my mother always bought turkey. The ham was almost double the price of the turkey. But yeah, paid almost $50 and got $75 worth of almost $75 worth of meat. Now I'm getting warm. It's just starting to creep up on me. This thing is I love this thing. It helps me stay warm, but it does also make me too hot. Start sweating on my arms. But then this my favorite shirt is polyester as well as this thing is. And I think my leggings are polyester as well with fleece lining in them. So I didn't want to get cold. So I might have to take my sweater off. My feet are cold. What can I say? My fingers are not. My fingers aren't too cold right now, but my feet are cold. Yeah, you did do good because the one I got was $4.99 a pound, I think. But I mean, we were paying full price for the ham, and then we got the turkey for free, so. I think I think the ham's gone or mostly gone. I know the housemate cut it up, so. Oh, I'm back to the pretty purple again. All right, I'm gonna have to take the jacket, sweater off. Ah. Don't want to turn the fan on because then I'll just get chilly. Now just let the sweat dry. That's good. I don't know what the turkeys were. I don't remember that one. But I saw the price for the ham. I think it was $4.99 a pound. And I mean, it wasn't even that big, but still it didn't seem that big. Let me rephrase that. But still it was like almost $45. So I don't know if it was really a deal or not, but that's what we decided to do. I think looking around a little bit more might have net us the same kind of the same meats for less money, but yeah, that's okay. Live and learn, right? I mean, as long as you enjoyed, yes. Well, I did. I couldn't eat much because I'd only had breakfast a couple hours before, but I did. You're a static conductor in the making. Be careful of computer. Don't forget to hold control and press the plus key. You're right. Why did I not remember that? Oh, because I'm on my new computer. Yeah, you did great, Kim. Well, I pulled it about as far as I normally do, but I forgot the plus. Plus, where are you? De-dum, de-dum. There's the plus. Oh, I just hit the minus and made everything smaller. There, that'll work. You're right, though. I am a static conductor in the making. Well, let's see. Announcements wise, we will be at Grammy Colleen Crochets on Sunday, 8 o'clock Central. So that's 9 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Mountain, and 6 o'clock Pacific. For 1 hour, and it will be on Grammy Colleen Crochet's channel because I am almost out of time on my StreamYard account. I'm glad you had a good visit with my daughter. and her boyfriend. He's a sweetheart. I've liked him very much for a long time. And the first thing her grandfather said to her when my husband called his dad was, "So when are you getting married?" And I'm sitting there going, "I didn't say it this time. Wasn't me." Oh. And she's like, because he's like, "Well, aren't you making a ton of money?" And she's like, "Well, I'm making some good money, but I don't know if a ton of money is the right way to put it." And she says, "And I've got some debt I've got to get rid of first, Grandpa, and then but getting married's not too far off." And I know it's not because I looked at her earrings and I'm like, "Oh, these are cute." And I'm like, "Can I see your ring?" She says, "Oh, sure." And I'm like, "Oh, that is pretty." And she says, "It's a promise ring, Mom." And I'm like, "Okay." So I didn't say anything after that. Uh, but I wasn't gonna push. I pushed what last year, I guess it was, because they were moving out of state. So and her boyfriend got a really, really good job. He's writing uh, computer code and he's happy because this is something he's known for years that he could do, but he wasn't able to finish getting his education. And, or I should say, he wasn't able to get his diploma. Let me rephrase that. That would have just been important as it is. Associates. So he's really happy. He's bringing in money now. They have 2 cars, which they left with my daughter's car last year. It was the only car they had. And, yeah, and they got the 2 cats, and they got this sweet little 2-bedroom apartment, and things are working out. And, I thought their rent was tremendously outrageous, but that's okay. They're doing good, and they're happy, and he's working, so I'm thrilled. I'm I'm thrilled for them. So, yeah, it was a good visit. I'm in the darker shades on this thing, and I don't have quite the right angle on the light to see the stitches. And then even if the girls aren't here, Papa can see to them for our Sunday live. True, true. True, true. Oh, excuse me. Oh, let's see. We got such a little group. I wonder what happened to the rest of the. Oh, well. Sorry, I'm watching the numbers over here on my screen. They are doing good for themselves. Yep. She's going to end up, if she gets to have kids, she's going to end up having her kids later than I had her. Oh, well. Oh, is it really time for that pill? No, it's okay, Kim. I know what you're doing. Oh boy. I drank that water faster than I thought I would. Excuse me. Needed that though. I have to drink a lot of water with that pill. In the pretty purple. Shoop. And so yeah, it was a good visit. Nope, not gonna say that. Yep. Working on my Adelia shawl, trying to get it closer to finished. I was working on my I worked on my cocoon cardigan yesterday or the day before. Yeah, I worked on it yesterday. And I think the day before. I've been working on my pink and purple rectangle blanket, moss stitch blanket. Oh, okay. Anyway, yes, I love this thing. It's just these beautiful peacock colors, peacock feather colors, purple and the pink and the yellow and the teal and the blue. I have to get to work on an infant fireman hat and diaper cover. Oh, how cute. I've got a window scarf that I worked on a couple days this week. I've got yeah, I know, Colleen. It's okay. A baby sweater jacket that I want to make. It was in one of the work baskets, and I was gonna make a knitted Santa hat too, but that may have to wait. I've got way too many things I want to do. Baby shower next weekend. A friend ordered it. That's cute. That's sweet. Yep, you do need to get it done though if it's next weekend. But it probably won't take you very long either. I know you thought you'd be able to tonight. It's okay, Colleen. I think I already said that. Now I'm kind of repeating myself again. Okay, I'm out of the purple, so now I can see better what I'm doing because I'm in the pink. And our sweet friend, Rosemary, does need us to pray for her. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So don't ask me questions about that. But she does need our prayers. She's just ill, but it complicates her other issues. It is beautiful. Yes, thank you. Yeah, probably 2 days. I can crochet a lot on certain days. I watch my 1-year-old granddaughter 5 days a week. That's awesome. At least you can still do that. At least you're still there for them, or they're still there for you to be able to do that. My grandparents all lived out of the state. Thank you, Kim. My grandparents all lived out of the state when we were growing up. So the memories I have of them staying with us were, they're pretty special. But um, in some ways, I'd have rather had them around more. Okay, good. I think. No, wait, what's going on here? Oh, I see. Okay, it was in the right spot. It's just a really big stitch for some reason. Interesting. Thank you, Kim. Oops, that stitch didn't work. Don't know why. And took a nap, and I slept really good last night, and now I'm yawning. Usually it's on the pain meds that make me sleepy. Oops, come on. I probably just should have shut the door. I can't even hear the cat with the headphones on. Some days I just feel too old. It's a lot. I'm only 58, but sometimes I feel worn to the bone. I'm only 57, and my grandmother, excuse me, my mother, who's 80, uh, keeps telling me, "You shouldn't have these problems. You're not as old as me." Yes, mom. Thank you. I'm like, uh-huh, because she's right. But, it is what it is. And I am the one that ignored some of the signs that I did know. Oops. Oh, excuse me. I think in December, I will only do 2 Friday Night Lives. You had tons of energy. Oh, wait, I missed something. I do have chronic illness, arthritis and such. So yeah, not always easy peasy. But like when my first grandson was born, I was 37 and I had tons of energy. Well, I don't have any grandkids. So, and that's going to be at least a couple more years before the kids get married. And she's going to be 30 when that happens, if it's in 2 years. And then I don't know, you know? She says she wants to work for at least 5 years before she thinks about having a kid because she was in college till she was 28. When I overdo my body reminds me I am not resting enough. Yeah, I know. My oldest will be 40 in April, and I still have a 20 and 22-year-olds at home. Yep. Well, I only had 2, Kim, so and they're both on their own with a partner away from home in other states. And yeah, chronic illnesses, yep, chronic illnesses, I do understand, exactly. And I've had low energy my whole life, so I don't know if that made me a prime candidate for diabetes or what, but, uh, the low energy state comes from my mother, the diabetes comes from my father, so I guess that might do it. My mom always says, "My generation is getting diseases younger." She's convinced it is from the abundance of convenience foods. Yep, my mother would say the same thing, and yet she can't she can't cook like she used to, so they're having to buy things that are more and more convenience that all she has to do is warm them up rather than standing there cooking. Because the standing is the problem. Because 'cause she's got, a lot of nerve damage in her foot from when she broke her ankle. Foot, ankle, I'm not sure exactly, I don't remember anymore. That's right, there is something to that, exactly. That's true, though. I believe it too. I believe that it's a lot of the way we eat, but it's also the processing, um, has a lot to do with it. If we processed the food at home, which takes more time, but if we did our own chopping, slicing, dicing, uh blending in the blender or cooking on the stove, making our own roux versus buying it bottled. You're 57 too? Oh, wow. Okay, Chris. Because I remember you had a stroke a while back. And I don't remember how long ago that was. So I didn't realize you were the same age as me. So yeah. Uh, grating our own potatoes, processing our own this, that, and everything else, right? And I don't mean I don't even mean having your own garden either. But my mother did. My mother had a garden. For the first, I don't remember. So let's see, anything before I was 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the first 8 years. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I knew it had been a while back. A stroke when you were 40. Wow. That's, yep, that's early. And here I am worrying about my daughter being 30 before she even thinks about getting married, let alone having her first kid. I mean, I was 29 when I had my daughter, so my husband is younger than me, so I had to wait a little longer. We needed to be stable and able to take care of a family. Oh, that's young. She still has problems with memory and such. That was 9 years ago. Wow. So she was 45 when she had a stroke, Kim? Is that what I'm understanding? That's true. I believe younger stroke victims do recover better. I agree with that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Serenity. Wow, Kim, that's again, it just seems so young. But yeah, that's what we're saying is, these things are happening to people younger and younger. I mean, my doctor automatically put me on 2 different drugs for the diabetes to help me get my A1C down, and I got my A1C down in 3 months because I got my blood sugar numbers under control in 1 week. 1 week. From over 300, 375, somewhere up there, down to normal, 1 week. So, yeah, I got my A1C under control in 3 months. You better believe it. Went from 13.5 to 5.7, and it's been going back up slowly ever since. Which tells me that what I did to get my A1C down, or my numbers down, was the right thing to do. And to get my A1C down too, for that matter. Tell her to keep plugging away. You heal one day at a time. I know it. I believe that's for your sister, Kim. She's my new friend. Yep. I did really good. I blew the doctor away. She was not expecting me to be able to get my blood sugar under control in 1 week and to get my A1C almost down to normal ranges in 3 months. So, yeah. You know what? Diabetics are supposed to eat lots and lots and lots of vegetables. Lots and lots of vegetables. Fresh ones preferably, but cooked ones are okay from time to time. So what I really should be eating is a big salad every day. But that does get boring. It does get boring. I try to lift her up all the time. Oh, excuse me. I try to lift her up all the time, Chris. She puts herself down because of the problems in memory and such. I tell her one day at a time. Hi, Lydia. Thank you for coming. No, excuse me. I have memory issues too. They're not too bad, but they are definitely there. But it's from the meds. I also have a lot of gastrointestinal distress most of the time, all day long. Anywhere from the hiccups or no, actually they're burps. The funny burps that I have now, to pain, to gas, to whatever. Yeah. And that's all med related too. So it is what it is. Thank you for coming, Lydia. So good to see you. I'm gonna see your name anyway. His food changed this last a week. Stubborn. Yeah, it's okay, Lydia. Yeah, I understand that. It's not easy, but what I keep telling people is that I don't eat now for the enjoyment of eating. I eat now for my health. And yeah, all you can do is do the best you can, exactly. Because it is not easy to be the diabetic in the room, let me tell you. Being offered all sorts of things that I have to look at them and say, "You know I can't eat that." Oh, yeah? So you didn't do your Friday video? I didn't even notice, I'm sorry. But then I was on the phone with my mom, and my husband got off early, and then he and the dogs took a nap, and I came upstairs because I wanted to crochet, and I hadn't taken any crocheting down with me. So I sat on my bed with my cat between my knees, between my legs, and I crocheted until I fell asleep. That was the nap I had earlier. So, and you've had the girls a lot too, and that doesn't help your energy levels, I know. Excuse me. Ouch, my ear hurts again. Ah. But yeah, that's what I tell people is I'm not eating food for the enjoyment at this time of my life. I'm eating it for my health. And it's just like, you know, work with me, work against me, whatever, but work with me and things will go smoother for all of us. But there's also the different reasons. See, um, I, s- was told very early about my grandfather's diabetes, which was also two, and how eat the good stuff while I was a kid, enjoy the sugars while I could, because at some point in my life it was going to catch up to me, and I was going to have to cut them out of my diet. From about, I don't remember exactly when. I was probably 4 or 5 when they started telling me this. My grandfather might have even started telling me it sooner. Um, and then my dad, he's basically been borderline his entire adult life and finally fell off the deep end, so to speak, in his 50s or 60s. Okay, do a Monday. That's a good idea. Yeah. I know it's been nonstop. I'm sorry, honey. Um, and then, and he wouldn't change. What do I do? It says my comment is too long. I don't know. I've never, I've never typed in a paragraph. I'm not being mean. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what he eats ice cream and and or chocolate every day, will not give them up or eat the low sugar, no sugar. My body, my life, he says. That's true. And that's what my father says too, and has for years. And they put him on the metformin and he got off of it as quick as he could and said, put me on the insulin. He said, put me on the insulin. I don't want to deal with this and the kidney damage from it and the liver failure from it. And I've been on it for 2 years and I have more nerve damage than I had from the years of ignored blood sugar. So, and I don't want to go on insulin yet because I'm only 57. If I go on insulin now, I'll be on insulin for 30 years at least. So, yeah, I don't really want to go on insulin now. I'm still too young. My dad didn't go on insulin until he was in his or maybe late 50s, early 60s. And yeah, but he's the same way. My life, my body, my life. That's right. They don't think about the other people in their lives and how losing them will affect the others because it's their choice to eat what they choose to eat or not eat what they choose to eat or whatever. Yeah, anyway. I know, Kim, I get it. And then the other person, uh, somewhere in the early early 40s, I think. Yeah, that's probably true if he has terminal blood cancer. Yeah, that's probably true. I'm sorry, Kim. That can't be an easy situation to be living with. So, yeah, I understand. My grandmother took care of my grandfather's diabetes with diet and exercise. And for years and years and years. And then when they went to the nursing home, his blood sugar shot up because of the food. So they had to put him on insulin in order to keep it under control because there's nothing they could do about the food. Come on, open the can and warm it up. Talk about convenience foods. Go live in a nursing home. That food is full of sugar. And oh yeah, there's nothing they could do about it. No, we can't change the food. So your doctor's going to have to put him on insulin so that we can control it that way. It's really sad when you think about it. So working and fighting like a son of a gun. I'm glad that like I said, that can't be an easy situation. I don't have it always. I don't have it. I always get it checked out. Good. Good. Yeah, I didn't. And I knew, like I said, like I've been saying from early on in my life, that this was a possibility. generational curse, so to speak. And then, of course, the way we eat and the foods we eat and how often we go out to eat and how processed things are and all that good stuff works against us. It works against the younger generations, and that's totally true. I totally believe that. Um, I don't know how well it was for my diabetes, but I went on an all raw diet. Uh, I felt so much better after I ate that way. This was before I knew I had before I was truly diagnosed with it, the diabetes. But one night I was so hungry and I had a 3-pound package of grapes. So I washed them all up, put them in a bucket that would hold them all, and promptly ate almost the entire 3 pounds the rest of the evening. Yeah, exactly. See, Chris knows what I'm talking about. I prefer to never go to a nursing home ever again. Yeah, exactly. I hear you. Okay. Warm, warm, warm. Yeah, I can't imagine, Chris. I told my girls if I ever got to that for me, slip me a pill and put me down. Yeah, I know. I know. It's it's about quality of life, not quantity when we get to that point, right? I am working on my Adelia shawl. I decided to pull it out and work on the easy rows that don't have so much counting. And the one I'm on is really easy. It's double crochet, 2 at the end, double crochet all the way across, 2 at the other end. So, hi, Laura's Block Ministries. Nursing homes are horrific. Yes, they are. They are. I mean, my grandmother chose a nice, expensive one in the area that they were living in, and oh, I guess my dad probably helped, but uh, um, she was in a assisted living apartment by herself, and my grandfather was in the nursing home part. But they got to sit together at meals, so she wouldn't eat and she wouldn't make anything in her apartment. She'd go down and eat meals with him, and they'd get to sit in I want to call it a living room, but that's not really what it is. But it's an area set up like a living room, but it's down in the nursing home section. Anyway, so they would sit there and get to spend time together, and yeah, it was. I mean, it was nice, but it's the what am I trying to say? Institutional food. I'm not even getting into the nursing care and the assisted living part of it. I'm not even going there. Do you and Colleen plan on any more cows after the holidays? Doing a shawl was fun, seeing each other's progress. And I'm still working on mine. Yes, it was fun, Kim. I agree. And yes, we are thinking about doing something in January. We've talked about it. We haven't made up a total decision on it yet. Yes, it does, Chris. I'm not sadly, and I mean, I worked with a client in a nursing home, and when I was doing home health care, and she just needed extra help that assisted living couldn't give her, and she was too mobile and too something else to go to the nursing home part. So they had her in the assisted living, and she still needed more help than that. So the company I worked with came in, and we were helping her, and just I'm glad I didn't know I had diabetes at the time, let me tell you, because I ate some of that food with them. We will. And Kim says, "Sweet." Yes, we are planning something. We just haven't totally nailed down exactly what yet, and it'll probably come in January because we don't want to do anything with Christmas and New Year's coming up. Although I'm done with Christmas projects, so that's why I decided to pull this out and work on it some more. Because I'm doing that last 6 rows 4 more times after the pattern ended because it just wasn't big enough for me, and I didn't want to just wear it like a little shawlette. Not after putting all that effort into this gorgeous yarn. Yes, it is. It's not. Um, Nursing homes are just not. Nursing homes came about because children moved away from home, right? And I mean away from home, not just out of their parents' house. They didn't stay in the same town. They didn't stay in the same state. They moved away from home. You're not done with Christmas? But that's why nursing homes came about, and then there were the single people that didn't have any family to take care of them. So, that was another way that nursing home, but we had to have a place where we could put people who could no longer take care of themselves. That's the whole purpose of nursing homes. People who could no longer take care of themselves. And it's different for everybody. And of course, we all have different histories of illness or wellness. And when things come upon us and when things drag us down. Used to work in a nursing home. I didn't like how the most staff works there wasn't nice to them. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't see very much of that, but yes, I do know what you're saying, Lydia. Maybe since we have community tab, maybe we can have our peeps vote on what to do. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. We need to talk though, Colleen, before we do that. Well, excuse me. Um, but yeah, I have stories I can't even go into. Let me tell you, because I know some of those people. And yeah, so I've said my part, and some of it was based on my grandparents, and some of it was based on working as a home health aide. So would that the staff would remember on purpose? Would that the staff would remember on purpose? I'm not sure. Some, I don't even want to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I just got a picture of one of the things that I didn't like about it. But yeah, I don't want to talk about that anymore. So, oh, I'm more than halfway through this row. Yay. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I know. I know. I understand. The nursing home's purpose. That's right. That's right. Okay, I'm done. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I have to get these pictures out of my head before I say something I shouldn't say. Pick a topic, any topic. That's right. Well, not everybody saw this guy. This is my new friend. Well, not new, but this friend came out of my bedroom. It's going to be one of the ones that sits on my headboard when I get that part done. This is a catacorn. See, it's a cat with a horn. So, rainbow tummy. I loved a rainbow. And then this pink, pink and white. I want to call it a leopard print. It's definitely a cat color, cat print anyway, of sorts anyhow. And it's got the whiskers, and it's just cute. So this is catacorn. I have two of them. This is my baby catacorn. Thank you, Laura. And my big one is in the other room. I didn't pick him up. I just brought that guy so he could sit here and stare at me. Ouch, just sat on my hair. Yeah, I agree. That's a good idea, Colleen, but we need to talk first before we do anything. Because I want to nail down our ideas first before we even put them out. Make sure we're prepared. I was gonna show you my unicorn mask tonight, but I couldn't get it up. I couldn't get it out of the cabinet, so I'll have to have my husband get it for me this weekend, and I can maybe do it next week. Not on Tuesday though. Friday night's the only time I'll wear my unicorn Halloween costume right here, or the mask. I can wear this one any day of the week. The ears with the flowers in front of it. I can wear this one anytime I want. I just chose to show you a unicorn from the bedroom tonight. And I'm just working on my Adelia shawl because I have more rows I need to add to it, and I want to get it done. Hopefully it'll be done by spring. Amazing how much time I now have that I put the blue and green rectangle moss stitch blanket in timeout while I think about what I want to do or what I'm going to do. Thank you, Lydia. He, she, yeah, I don't know which one I don't know if that one's a boy or a girl. It's just a unicat. Unicat. I have one similar to one similar to this that goes between my knees when I sleep. So it's flat, right? Because it goes between my knees. So it gets flattened, and I've put it between my knees for like 3 years now, or 2 years, at least 2 years anyway. This guy won't go between my knees. This one's a special one. He's just extra. Well, it's after 1 a.m. I'm going to crochet a bit. 5 a.m. comes early. I usually wake between 5 and 6. Don't sleep much. So I will say good night to everyone. Good night, Kim. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. Thummies on the way out, please, everybody, as you're coming and going, whether you're coming or going, whatever. Anyway. Yeah. All right, Kim, get some sleep. I could probably stay up a little extra tonight if I want to. Because I slept so well last night. Excuse me. Let's see. Always thummies. Thank you, Kim. What's I gonna say? Well, I didn't go to sleep till about 3 o'clock last night, and then I woke up at noon. So I woke up at 7, took my pill, saw my husband off, so to speak. And laid down, went right back to sleep, and then slept until noon. So let's see, 3, that'd be 1, 2, 3. So 3, 2, 1, 1. Okay, midnight. So 12 hours minus 3 hours. So I got 9 hours of sleep last night. This morning I got 9 hours of sleep this morning. But that's only because I took my special medicine that puts me to sleep. I don't take that every night. I could, but I don't. I could, but I don't. Excuse me. Oh, goodness gracious. Does anybody want to come up? If anybody wants to come up, send me an email at laursyarntalk@gmail.com and I will send you the link. Hey, Laura, I'd like the link to tonight's live. Okay, here you go. I had Lydia up one time. I know I had Steel Sky up one time, and I'm sure Lydia came up for only a few minutes, if I remember correctly. My ear's getting sore. Maybe if I put it up like that. No, let's go a little off. Low on that side and above on that side. There, that'll hopefully last me the next 40 minutes. Okay. So anyway, I think I will only do 2 Friday night lives in December because it is a little harder for me to go to sleep afterwards, and it takes me a couple of hours to fall asleep. So turning the light off at 1:30, taking my pills, turning the light off at 1:30, and then I lay there awake for an hour and a half. That's not good for my brain. My brain comes up with all kinds of things while I'm laying in the dark. Okay, maybe it is good for my brain. A lot of it is imagination, so. I just bagged and put in the freezer 19 chili. 19 chilies. Did you make that much chili, or are these actual chilies? Like green chilies? 19 bags of chili, if I'm reading that correctly. That's amazing, Laura. I don't stand still. Chili in the crock pot. Okay. Very good. I don't stand still very well. I can't stand still very well. Stand in one place very well. Oh, it wasn't you then. Oh, I know who it was. You're right, Lydia. I'm sorry. I don't know why I always thought it was you. I know who it was. Can't think of her name now, but I know who it was. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know why I thought it was you. Maybe I was going to have you up. Maybe I don't remember. Anyway, sorry. I'm getting tired. Can you tell? I shouldn't be after last night's hours. Uh, come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. There we go. I know who it was now. I can't think of the person's name, but I remember her face and I can see her name, but I can't remember exactly what it is. I'm sorry, Lydia. I did it. Oh, I don't know why I thought it was you. Anyway, I still have to stay up until 1 to take my pill. Because if I take it too soon, then it doesn't last the whole 6 hours. That's why my alarms are set on my phone for every 6 hours. And then I have one that says, "Hey, you need to take your metformin with your breakfast." That's the one that woke me up at noon. I'm like, I better stay awake. I could have slept probably another 2 hours, but I didn't. I didn't. And now I just want to crochet. I just want to crochet, crochet, crochet. This is a little more intense than I probably should have had for a live, but at least it was the easy. It's the easy row where I don't have to do much extra counting. Just double crochet in every stitch with two at one end and 2 at the other. That is 2 in 1 stitch at each end. Uh-oh, something didn't go right there. Try that again. There we go. Okay. Oh. It's all right, Lydia. Um, it worked so well the first night. I just thought, hey, I'll just have people let me know. It might have been. I know I wrote her name down. It was Melanie. That's who it was. Because I wrote her name down on purpose. Yep, that's who it was. I remember now. Excuse me, excuse me. No, but I thought, worked so well the first night. Hey, I'll just see if anybody wanted to come up and join me. And I don't post my emails. Excuse me, I post my email address, obviously. I don't post my live links if you want to come up. during a live, you have to send me an email. It doesn't matter which live it is. Although I don't usually do guests, except maybe Colleen, on Tuesdays because it's only a half an hour long. And that's one of the reasons why I don't usually have a guest up on Tuesday. But I don't post the live link. If you want to come up, you've got to email me. And if you want to come up and you think like which, if you want to plan ahead for your own calendar, feel free to email me and say, hey, I would like to be on your late night live with you. Hi, Daniel. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. If you want to schedule it for your own, then yeah, please email me and say, hey, I'd like to come up on your late night live for whatever, like a half an hour, an hour, whatever, however long you want. And I'll gladly schedule. I have a calendar. I'll gladly schedule with you. Yeah, being sick is not fun. Being under the weather is not fun. A lot of us know that. We do. Oh, well, have a good day at work, Daniel. I'm not that I want to push you off, mind you. I just want to say it before I forget to. Oh, there we go. Oh, good. We're getting into a color that's easier to see. Thank goodness. I'm done with the black and gray, or the black and blue. I can't tell which one that is. You're welcome, my friend. Excuse me. Whew. Hi, Ray. Thanks for coming. Pink on pink. Getting a little hard to see. There we go. I've got my lights on. Oh, maybe I should turn this one up. Maybe that would help me see better. It comes and goes. Colleen, it comes and goes. Oh, yeah, I know, Lydia. We'll pray for you, okay? We're already praying for my friend Rosemary too. She's got she's kind of ill right now. She's got some things going on, and that's all I'm going to say. So I love to, but take nighttime meds at 8:30 p.m. ish. One of these nights I may have to push to later. Well, there's always this Sunday night one. Oh, I guess that's at 8 p.m. though, isn't it? I forgot. 8 p.m. for me Central Time on Sunday night because I forgot I'd moved it later. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Yep. Let's see if I can make it a little easier to see over here. There we go. 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 There we go I'm going to have a nice big white ring in my glasses. But maybe I can see my stitches better. I'm working on my Adelia shawl. Hopefully I can get it finished by spring. I just wanted to work on something different, and we are both CST. Okay. So if you wanted to come up on a Sunday night, early half. Yeah, I love the colors too, Ray. It's peacock. It's the pinks and purples and teals and blues and yellows and greens and black, and my camera on my new laptop does not show these colors as well as my old camera did. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because I turned that other light on now that it's making it all washed out. Okay, so Chris's CST. Yeah, if you wanted to come up the first half and talk with Colleen and I. Now this coming Sunday we're going to be on her channel, so I won't have control. It is stunningly gorgeous. I agree. But we'll be back on my channel again the next week. But my email's right here, laurasyarntalk@gmail.com, Chris. So, when you think about it and you let me know what you want to do. Okay. So I have no problem setting that up in advance. If you want to come up on a Tuesday, I would do that for you too, but I don't know if you're available at 2:30 on a Tuesday afternoon. As long as I don't do it all the time, I don't mind doing it occasionally. I just, it's a half hour live stream. So has anyone worked up the ice cream in smoothies? I'm using ice cream and it is horrible if you have to frog it. Yes, that is. Ice cream in smoothies. Oh, the smoothies one. Oh, right. Not yet. I haven't done mine yet. She means the smoothie ice cream. Let me see if I can remember where mine is. Yarn, Ray. It's a yarn. I must have put it somewhere where I can't find it because I can't find it now. Here's my blanket. In case I wanted to get it out again. And nope, that's not the right one either. Well, I can't find my smoothies. I must have put them up higher than I thought. So I got some that were almost rainbow, but they were pastel rainbow in the smoothies. I'm going to make a baby blanket out of it. I just want to get something finished before I do that. Like, got that to finish and that to finish and this to finish and that to finish. And I want to start this and that. And now I need to finish that. And I want to start this and that and this and that. So I'm trying to get at least one thing done before I start a baby blanket. Because I know when I start a baby blanket, I'm going to want to do the whole thing straight through. Because they're so small. And I like to think of them as so much fun. Because, start it, get it done. I love it. But I also love, yeah, exactly. I also love a bigger, did I catch both of those strings? Yeah, I guess I had. Okay. Bigger projects like blankets. I love the fact that, it just doesn't end. or it doesn't feel like it does. But I am going to back down from that. I'm going to work on shawls and sweaters and baby blankets and um, I have plenty of blankets. I can't plan on any more blankets. I already have plenty of blankets I need to finish. So I'm not planning any more big blankets. At least I can still see see my stitches. I was thinking I was going to have to take off my glasses because I just could not see the stitches. Now I can see the stitches a little better. Sorry that I didn't get a magazine video posted yesterday. I didn't get it done the night before. I was behind. I didn't get it done. So I just said, sorry, no magazine video this week. And I'm going to try and get a couple done so that I can stay ahead from now on and not have to do that again. So I'm going to work on that. It's something I've been trying to do most of this year anyway. The last 9 months or so was try and stay a little bit ahead on my videos so that I didn't have to say, sorry, didn't get it done. But I didn't get it done. So I'll get back to posting those next week. What happened there? I double crochet, tried to become a triple crochet, and I don't know how it did that because I didn't have that many extra strings there. I tried to do it again. There we go. So yeah, haven't done my smoothies ice cream. So what else do we want to talk about? I moved the bookshelf to my bedroom. Well, my husband carried it up the stairs for me. And it's got all my Nora Roberts books on it. And I've got my Debbie McCombers on there and my Tess Gerritsons and my Kathy Reichs. And up on the top, at the top 2 shelves, or the top 3 shelves. Anyway, I have a bunch of other romances that I need to sort through. That they were in a cardboard box, or actually they were in one of these kind of things, one of these little cube drawers, and the cat started clawing up the material. And I didn't want her clawing up my books, so I had to do something about it. And now the cube drawers that she's clawed up they're just lying around the room, so she has something to claw at, whatever, at night when she is in the room with me, so that she doesn't claw up other things like my cedar chest, my bookshelf, my books, my clothes, my vanity table. It wouldn't really hurt my vanity chair except the seat cushion. But, I tried to something she'd already chosen to claw on. I just chose to leave them in the room so she can climb and jump into one and curl up in a ball and sleep in the bottom of it if she wants to. She can crawl into the other one because I left one on its side and one up sitting upright, drawer wise. So she's got 2 different ways she can sleep in them. I often watch her climb up the one that's underneath the window and sit in the window, especially during the spring and summer. but I've watched her do that. She really can't sit in the window now that it's closed, but she still likes to try anyway. New year for me, I'm going to get my project done before I start new one. I don't want them not done, projects flying around. I understand. We've talked about this before. I am more about having to have different types of yarn and go through my hands, or different feel of the yarn, or sometimes like tonight I really should have graduated to a bigger crochet hook by now, because I'm really having a hard time seeing, but I'm still doing it. I am still doing it, and I'm almost to the end of this row. When I hit the end of this row, it's time for this one to be done for the night. But yes, I understand, Lydia. I've got my 24-year-old whip. It's in the basket down here at my feet. My brain keeps saying, "Hey, we need to work on this." And I go, "Yep, we do." And then I had the one that my mother gave me that I told her I would get finished for her. And let's see, it's now 3 years later and I still haven't done it. Or is it 4 years later? 5 years later, and I still haven't finished it, something like that. I think it is 5 years later now that I think about it. So yeah, I need to get that thing out, and I need to pin it together, and I need to sew it together, and I need to put it in a box and send it back to my mother. Yes, kitties always love hanging out in a box of some kind. That's exactly right. But it is a good goal, Lydia. Uh, it's just not one of my goals. Well, okay, it sort of is. It's just that I still have to have more than one project going at the same time. It's just me. Some of them I don't take out of the house because they're too hard. You know, if I have to count them, like the Adalia shawl, it doesn't really leave the house. I mean, I did take it out a couple times when I was in the middle of the rows where I am, like where I'm on right now, where I don't have to do much counting. But for the most part, it just stayed in the house and waited for me to have time to work on the counting side of things, which is why I didn't get much done. That and the really small yarn I chose to use. But yeah, I usually have at least 1 or 2 projects that can leave the house and that I can do in a moving vehicle. And that, you know, it's not a special project per se, but it is something that I want to get done. But it's easy enough that I don't have to sit there and count. I can listen to people talk, or I can be part of the conversation, or I can just listen to music or whatever. But still be there. Otherwise, I fall asleep. Be present. How's that? Otherwise, I fall asleep. I had to have something to do when I went to church, because otherwise I'd fall asleep. And it wasn't the pastor, because I'd fall asleep on any of them. If I was sitting still and being quiet, I'm going to fall asleep. It's just all there is to it. And my kitty is in heat right now, so she's not even in the room with me. She's out wandering around the house, because she really only gets to do that at night. I should say she really only takes advantage of doing that at night. That's what I should say. She has the opportunity or the option all day long, but she doesn't always want to be down with the dogs. So she spends a lot of time upstairs by herself. Although being in heat, that explains why she hasn't been on the bed with me the last 2 dates. Because she doesn't want to, she doesn't need to be warm. But I miss her when she doesn't come sleep with me. Although there are some nights when I wish I could just shut the door all the way, leave the cat out in the hall, but I can't do that to her because her food is in my room. And that would be her all night without food. But she'd have access to her water and her sandbox, but she would not have access to her food. So I can't do that. Excuse me. Oh, darn it. I really am messing up now. I keep trying to do single crochets and I'm supposed to be doing double crochets. So Ray, what are you working on? Chris wants to know. It's so good to have you here, everybody. We've got just under 15 minutes left. Ah, come on. Knit socks. Oh, I want to do that with whatever I have left from the Adalia shawl. This is sock yarn. So whatever I have left of the yarn that I've been using on this, I probably will have two little skeins left. I'm not sure yet until I get done. But whatever I have left, I'll probably make just a pair of little footies, little footy socks. It's very zen. Yes, it can be. It can be. I've made a few pairs of socks. And they were fun. Oh, that's 3-weight yarn, Laura. Forgot I had that. Excuse me. That stitch looks funny too. And hopefully it doesn't stand out too much. Oh boy, I really need to be doing something that's bigger hook and bigger stitches. I'm having a problem here. I'm so close to the end of the row. I just want to get the row done. Now I can calculate the next row. I'm having to calculate the amount of stitches in the rows because I'm above and beyond the pattern, but I'm basing it on the pattern. Yeah, I'm going to work on getting this row done here. Come on. There we go. My last little burst of energy for this thing tonight. After this, I'm going to work on my big pink and purple rectangle moss stitch blanket because it's so easy to do while I'm listening to music, waiting for my pills to hit me so I can fall asleep. Okay, I think so. Come on. Ah. go. And there we go. Uh-oh. And there's another stitch. Corner to corner pillow cover. One side dark gray, the other side light gray. Sounds pretty. Oopsie. Oh, well, there's a thought. I still have that yarn too. I don't think I'm going to get that thing finished the way I originally had it planned. I might be able to do something else though to cover it. I don't even know where the pillow is anymore. I can't find the pillow form. I keep looking, but I can't find it. Bookmarks. I have to stop on it. I have ordered some people ordered items from me for Christmas gifts. Oh, yes. Yes. Lydia was talking about her bookmarks last week. It takes a while for some stuff to sink into my head, but once it sinks in, then the hard part is just pulling it back out again. Sometimes that's hard too. Very hard sometimes. Wow, I can't believe how tired I'm getting. This is not normal. I got 9 hours of sleep plus a 45-minute nap this afternoon. But even my eyes are drooping. I just want to get this row done. All of a sudden it feels like it is taking forever when I felt so close a few minutes ago. It could be because I'm doing the teal and black stripes into the teal and black stripes. It's making it hard to see the stitches again. It's that time of the season, hibernating time. That's true. That's true. Although it doesn't usually affect me. Well, it might affect me more now, I guess, because of my feet being cold. My body just wants to go to bed and warm up. Okay. No, come on. Find the right hole. There it is. No, too fast. You have to make sure you pick up the stitch on the other side, brain. Hand, whatever. Something wasn't catching what I was doing there. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to finish this in the morning or tomorrow sometime. Look, I'm so close to the end. But I can't do it. My eyes are just drooping so bad. 5 more minutes. Okay, so let's see. Sunday we're over at Colleen's. I think I said it wrong again. We get like 8.5 hours of light now. Yeah, I know. I lived up north in Washington, so I remember. And Okay, back to what I was saying. We're going to be over at Grammy Colleen's channel on Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. And I'll be back on Tuesday, 2:30 p.m. Central, Tuesday afternoon. I think my hours start over. I think if they don't, then it'll be a half hour long. If they do start over, I think they start over next week sometime. Anyway, I don't remember. Then so Tuesday, and then I'm only going to do twice next month. I haven't figured out which ones yet, so I'm not going to announce anything about Friday night until later. I should know by Tuesday. I should know which Friday night, so I'll let you know. But I'm only going to do 2 in December. I might do just 2 in January. I don't know yet. This was an experiment, and it has been a great experiment. And some Friday nights I've been able to hang in there, and other Friday nights I haven't. And I have only had 2 guests up so far. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do. So, but that's what I'm planning for December is 2 Friday nights in December. And then we'll see. So Thursday will be the next magazine where I go through the magazine with you. And like I said, I'm not sure about Friday, which is next week. So next Friday, I mean, I'll figure that out by Tuesday. I'll let you know on Tuesday, either by community tab or in the live. Okay. So we got 3 minutes left. Oh. Sorry, had to stretch the shoulders. They're cold again. And I can still feel the sweat from earlier. But other than that, my body's cold again. Which is probably why I can't stop yawning. As always, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for talking in the chat. Thank you for being here. Don't forget the thummies, please. Appreciate those. I appreciate all of you for being part of my YouTube family. Thank you if you're watching live. Thank you if you came. I said that wrong, but anyway, thank you if you watch replays. It's been great. It's been fun. I'm sorry if I'm boring. Please be safe out there. Love you. Bye-bye. Catacorn.